Welcome to G's Cooking Show, where I bring on one of my content creator friends. This is Taz and Alessia. We chat through their journey and we make a dish of their choice. So Taz and Alessia, tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm Taz.
And I'm Alessia.
We are together. If you didn't know, I feel like a lot of people don't actually know that we're partners.
We're very much in a relationship,
Yes.
and we're content creators on TikTok.
We make like challenge videos, we eat a lot of food, but we're not the best cooks, so this is going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
So what are we cooking today and why did you pick this dish?
Making spicy peanut noodles. Kind of just searched like vegan recipes on TikTok.
Yep.
And I wanted to choose something that looked the best as they were cooking it, and this was it. It looks amazing, so I'm really keen to try it.
Before I was vegan, I loved chicken satay, so I feel like this might hit the spot for me. All have dietary requirements. Gluten-free, vegan, and vegetarian at the moment.
Yes.
So like it has to work for all of us.
It's giving difficult.
To start off with, we have to pick a noodle. So we have three different choices. Long bean vermicelli, buckwheat, pad thai noodles.
I'm drawn towards this one.
It's a good safe option as well.
Okay.
I don't want to ruin the recipe.
This chopping board is a sleigh.
Yeah,
Thomas bought
okay.
it for me.
Oh my god, cute.
Stop. Bless you, Thomas.
He's a real one.
Yeah, he's out walking the dog. So to start off with, we are going to chop up the broccoli, peel some ginger, thinly slice the ginger.
I'll do the broccoli.
How does one peel a ginger?
I'll show you.
Okay,
I'll show you.
I'll still stuff this up somehow, watch.
Key to not cutting yourself,
Okay.
sharp knife.
The fact that that has a cover is giving professional.
Chop these into florets.
I don't know what that is. Why am I nervous to cut broccoli? Okay, let's go.
First question, did you grow up cooking at home?
No, I didn't really grow up cooking at home, to be honest. My mum did pretty much most of the cooking, and my extent went as far as getting the frozen chicken out of the freezer for her to cook. But I did watch like how she made like spaghetti bolognese or like a salad and a piece of meat, and I took that with me into my adult life. It wasn't anything super like decadent and chef-like. However, it did get me through my 18 to like 22-year-old.
Taking chicken out of the fridge, I used to forget that all the time.
No,
honestly.
same, actual.
So you had one job and you couldn't even do that?
Nothing's changed.
Are these good sizes? I feel like they're all different sizes, guys.
This is fine. It's a little bit smaller than I was probably thinking. How about you, Taz?
Mum did most of the cooking in the household. I probably only started cooking around 16 years old, and my go-to dish was a stir fry.
The amount of times I've eaten Taz's stir fry. It is good though.
Who cooks more at home?
We usually cook together.
I would have to say, Taz probably cooks more at home because maybe I'll be doing the editing and she'll take initiative to like start cooking. However, I believe that I'm a better cook than her.
That is very debatable.
I just want to push my cause here. I'm really great at multitasking. I'm really good at seasoning foods. And, I don't know, my dishes taste great. I like a bit of salt. I feel like Taz isn't great with seasoning.
Don't speak on my behalf. You're watching a domestic happen in your kitchen.
I love it.
Yeah, there's a hot debate around who's the better cook, but yeah, we both try and share the load as much as possible.
Does that mean you both cook vegan in the home?
Pretty
Yes.
much, yeah. So what we do is we pretty much would make a vegan dish, and the only time that it wouldn't be vegan is if I'm like adding my cheese to it or a little bit of cream or anything like that if it's separate. But a lot of the time we do cook vegan. The only time that our diet or my diet really changes is when we like order food, and I'll order what I want and I won't think about what Taz's dietary requirements
Yeah.
are.
That's a nice way to do it, I think.
Alright, broccoli is done. Did I pass my test?
No. It looks good.
Just good. Learning something new today. Oh, okay. I defeated the purpose of this scooper. Who knew such a simple task would be... The bench is full of just little broccoli pieces. Okay, and we're done.
Peel the ginger.
I don't know how to peel a ginger, but I'm ready to learn.
It's actually super easy.
Okay.
You just get a spoon,
Yep.
and you just...
Oh, this is so easy.
How does a standard workload, because you do content together, how does it get split between the two of you?
At the moment, I feel like we both lead certain roles. Would you agree on that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so Alessia does a lot of the editing. I do a lot of like the longer term planning for us. So Alessia is like doing the day-to-day stuff. But we always ask for feedback every step of the way. It's pretty good having two people.
I guess we kind of just fell into our roles based off like things that we're good at and things that we like. So Taz is really good with like the business decisions, and I'm more good at like the content and the creative. That's not to say that we both can't do both, but we're just better at other things.
You can't multitask.
My vocabulary is minimal when I'm doing a task.
Let's just rewind back
I'm really great at multitasking.
to when Alessia was saying how good she was at multitasking and that's why she's a better cooker. Do you ever argue over who does what?
I would probably say no.
We don't really fight that much.
It's very rare.
We just had a fight in this kitchen.
That's not a fight.
Not like a proper like argument. Very rare for us. But we do have very different opinions about what we like content to look like. I'm much more like slow paced. Alessia like cuts so quickly. So we have a lot of discussions about the pace of our content.
We don't disagree that often. Even if we do, like we're pretty good at having conversations and things like that and like talking through stuff. It doesn't really affect us too much, to be honest.
It doesn't escalate into an argument.
That's a great way to describe
Yeah.
it. I'm just trying to get in the nooks and crannies.
Oh, okay.
So what I always wonder with you guys, because you do so much, you live stream, what, once a week?
Sometimes once a day. It just depends on the week.
How do you keep up with it all?
Google Calendar is our best friend.
Like, if it's not in the calendar, it just doesn't exist for us.
Sometimes our day is scheduled out hour to hour. If it's a day that we know we need to get a lot done, it's back to back. Like we even will schedule when we eat, just so we're able to like fit it all in.
We want to be productive, and we found that if we're just too casual about it, nothing actually gets done. We actually function better when we know what we're doing, and we don't film every day. Do you film every day?
I try not to.
Yeah.
But at the moment I have been filming most days just because like I've been enjoying it.
Oh,
That's
So,
perfect. That's what you want. Yeah.
We just found that not every day we wanted to be in front of a camera. So we usually film like 1 to 2 days a week if we can. But yeah, sometimes you do have to film every day.
And I'll leave you with that. I'll do a better job than Taz. Watch this.
Oh,
Why am I shaking?
You won't see her going to the bin, but I'll tell you, she did very well.
A mess. It's only on the floor. You can't see it.
This is actually the hardest one.
Okay.
We need to cut it into big planky things and then cut it into thin strips.
Am I qualified?
We'd go like this. We'll do like little strips.
It seems so simple, but will we be able to do it?
Do you want to
Okay.
give it a go, Taz?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
That's so thick. Maybe I'll do it.
Honestly. Health and safety. You're talking about planning your content and how much you use the Google Calendar and everything. How's that changed from when you first started making content?
It was so random and unorganized. We would just text each other links to content we wanted to film. Because back when we started in 2020, it was all trend-based stuff. When we came to filming, we didn't know where to find anything. So we transitioned into like a shared notes on our phone, and that helped us a lot.
Who initiated the let's do content talk?
Me! My understanding, it was quite mutual, but Taz didn't bring it up with me. I brought it up with her first.
Yeah, I felt like it was too early to say anything because we'd just met each other.
We started the account before we were actually in a relationship. So we met in April. The account was started on my birthday in July. I was posting makeup content on my page. Taz was posting DJ content on her page. We wanted to post content together. And I was like, well, why don't we just make a secret account? It just got more and more views every time that we posted. And if you think about it, it was during 2020. So it was like TikTok was in like its peak, like queer awakening for so many people. I guess like people were looking at our relationship, just looking for us as their representation.
There was like a lot of American couple accounts, but we were like one of the only queer Aussie couples at the time.
What was your first big viral video?
It actually took us ages to go viral.
We didn't have a video go viral until we hit 200k.
Yeah.
Or like 150k or something.
Yeah, we always were like, let's just make videos we want to make. If something goes viral, it goes viral. Just for us, it took longer I actually don't remember what it was.
Ones that worked really well for us back in the day was when we'd put a song in there and then you'd put it at 2.5x speed, so it like is really, really quickly, and you have to sing the song as quickly as you can. When you watch it back, you're actually in slow motion singing the song.
And for some reason, people loved those. Alessia did very well.
You said you had your own channels, so did you always want to make content?
Yeah, I personally always loved making content. For my DJing page, I would like do my set, and then I'd do visuals in the background and edit that on Premiere Pro, and I loved it.
I actually had a makeup account on Instagram for a long time that I put a lot of effort into because I really wanted to do well on social media way back in the day, as everyone did, like when it was starting to rise up. Think like Shani Grimman days.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to be a content creator. Nothing really took off for me, to be honest. It just so happens that I make great content with a girlfriend.
What were your jobs before you were making content or while you were making content?
I was actually a manager at Mecca, my Melbourne store. Loved it. I loved my job more than anything in the entire world. Like, it was literally my life. And I think anyone who knew me during that time knew that. I was also a makeup artist at the same store. When things started to take off for Taz and I like stepped back and I went to part-time hours and I did makeup artistry instead.
I was a personal assistant before moving into content creation. So my day-to-day looked different every single day. I was doing emails some days, getting insurance quotes the next days, marketing, website design. So I really got experience in so many random areas, which has been very helpful coming into like doing content creation because you do the most random things working for yourself. So I feel like my previous job taught me a lot.
And she's done as well.
Not having the same success.
Why does that not surprise me?
Does it ever worry you to post your life online?
To be honest, no, because I feel like we have a lot of control over like what we're able to share. I feel like I'll only ever share what I'm comfortable with.
Ooh, where did that go?
It went over there. I feel like social media allows us to choose what we want to put on the internet. Whereas if you were doing TV or something, you don't really have a choice on how you're like showing yourself. I don't necessarily worry. The only thing is like safety.
It's just the pros and the cons of the job, I guess.
Do you ever get worried someone's gonna find out where you live?
People actually already know where we live. What? There was this one time we were on a live stream and someone wrote in the chat, go and check your door.
And we were like,
what? Anyways, they dropped us off some energy drinks, which was great.
And another time someone ordered us churros to the house.
Yeah, we didn't know who it was.
We never found out the churros one. We found out the energy drink one. Had people like come take photos of the house and we've had to tell them to like keep it private. People are just, I think, excited that they like have found where we live.
Yeah.
But I think what people need to realize is they could like us, but there's someone on the internet that doesn't. And I don't want those people to have like private information. I guess that's starting to become a little tricky for us.
What is your favorite brand or person to collab with?
You're actually our first collab. Did you know that? Oh my god.
I've loved working with Tinder, was a really good one. Loved working with them.
We met on Tinder, so it kind of makes sense.
Loved working with Uber. Upbank is another one.
I mean, one of my dream brands would be to work with Tesla. If they want to get me a car, that would be great.
Do you ever think or talk about if one of you decided to stop doing content?
I mean, you'd think we would, as like a worst case scenario, what do you think we'd do kind of thing. To be honest, we both love it so much that like that hasn't even come to mind.
I think like we've both gone through times where filming content has been like harder, like it feels hard. Whenever that happens, it just feels like maybe we're on the wrong track to what kind of content are we enjoying in that moment. So I think it would never be like one of us just stops creating because we love it. Like we were doing this before we met. It would just be like, okay, I'm not enjoying what we're filming now. Can we switch it up? I don't think we'll ever get to a point where we stop doing content.
I completely agree. Like we really enjoy it. If anything, we would just pivot in the type of content we're creating.
Yeah.
We're putting our sauce together. So we've got a cup of soy sauce, a cup of peanut butter. We're gonna do a couple of teaspoons of the lovely ginger. We're gonna do a couple of teaspoons of rice wine vinegar, a couple of teaspoons of sriracha, maybe a couple of tablespoons of chili flakes.
Tablespoons.
That's too much.
Okay, no. Good. It's gonna be good.
I'm gonna die.
Oh, that smells so good. All right, there we go.
1 tablespoon.
2.5.
Oh, still in the bowl though. That's impressive.
Delicious.
Oh my god, stop! I'm mushing it, squishing it down.
Oh, it's looking good.
Smells really good. Since you were talking about your comments, you get many hate comments or hate DMs.
We do now. When we started, we actually didn't get very many. So we would always answer this question and be like, no, we don't get that many. It just rolls off our back like it's all chill. Obviously, the more engagement, the more people who are coming to your page, the more people are gonna disagree with you, your lifestyle, what you eat, how you eat, what you say, all that sort of jazz. Our best course of action is to simply ignore it. It's worked for us for a very long time. And a lot of the people who are coming to hate, they want a reaction. So when they don't get that, they literally leave within like a minute and they don't come back. So we're like,
we're big believers in wherever your focus goes, energy flows. So we just choose not to give it time of day. And like we get so many nice comments and nice DMs. So why give the negative stuff all the attention?
We've got some water boiling. We're gonna pop this in for about 6 to 8 minutes. So I'm gonna go do that. We're gonna quickly pop these broccoli edamame beans in with our noodles. Let's pop the sauce in, Taz.
Ready? You guys aren't protecting me at all!
We both just stood away.
Uh-oh.
It's a little bit hot.
Uh-oh. We're smoking.
I had it too high. Time has gone up for our noodles, so I'm going to drain them. Noodle.
Why are you doing it like that? Okay, yeah.
Extra water here.
we're getting there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is a big fat yes.
Taste test.
Okay, I'm usually better at this.
Cheers, guys.
That is delicious.
That's got a good amount of spice as well.
Hell yes. Damn, we did good, guys.
You know what, Taz? Broccoli was the perfect size.
So who would you deem the better cook?
I think you have your strengths. Cooking's against you as a left-handed person.
True.
But I think you do well. And Alessia's definitely efficient. So I would like you in my kitchen because then I could kick you out quicker. I just think you both have your strengths. Bit of a cop-out, but I'm gonna ask you one last question. I think it's really interesting what you guys do with your community and how you've actually built an app, the Team Tanda app.
Yes.
Where did it come from? Why did you decide to make an app? Give me everything about it.
I think around 2021 we were live streaming every single night, and you can only send so many characters in a live stream. I think it's about 80. And we were noticing that we're forming a community, but we all weren't able to talk to each other. So we wanted to give our community a space off app where we could help facilitate friendships, relationships, and just like give people connection. And so it's an LGBT friendly app where we essentially like run private live streams, events, we give them like voting power, all these different sort of things, and facilitate connection between everyone.
We put a lot of bonus content in there too. It's been really fun, and I'm so glad we did it because people have been able to like meet up with each other even though we're not a part of that conversation.
People have partners now because they met through Team Tanda. People have made best friends. People have moved interstate countries because of all the relationships that they've built. It's incredible, and we love our community and we love being able to just be a part and even watch their life and their journey unfold.
I feel like everyone knows so much about us. We actually really enjoy getting to know them.
That's really sweet.
Why is it called Tanda?
When we first started, people were saying, what's your ship name? And we didn't have one. We were barely dating at that stage. And I remember people putting in the chat different options, but Tanda really stood out. Tanda stands for T and A, Taz and Alessia.
Thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
I know.
Guest number 2.
Oh my god! It's been so fun, and now we get to eat.
I've listed all of Taz and Alessia's socials below, so if you want to go follow them, check them out. See you next time. See you next month.
Bye!